Okay then, hello there everybody, and we're watching Dante react to Adam 22's interview after his wife took the, So I hope he doesn't take this down, because I know Dante doesn't like people I think he doesn't like people reposting his stuff. This isn't a repost. I mean, depends. Hopefully. We'll see. Hopefully I'm straight.
But not as pissed off as I'd be.
Hold on.
But not as pissed off as I'd be if my wife got dicked down by another nigga live and was excited about it.
Nah, you gave her permission and everything.
Yo, chat, have y'all heard about this shit?
Yeah. Bro, coping hard as fuck.
This man, Adam 22.
Yeah.
Out of all his years of, fucking women with his wife, I guess he got to the point where he's like, you know what? It's only fair if you get some too. It's only fair if you get some too. Not only has he allowed this to happen?
He's coping.
But then he interviewed her. He interviewed
That's
her
crazy,
bro.
I didn't see this. That's why I'm watching him.
We're not gonna watch the whole thing, but I got it. I have to hear. Have to hear, yes. Bro. I gotta hear what type of conversation comes from this after publicly getting dicked down by someone she couldn't wait to get dicked down by.
Bro, on Twitter, right? They were saying that there's it's like bro texted him and was like, oh yeah, can you let my girl, she wants you, whatever. And he was trying to set it up. And then there's also another one where he was on Twitter, I think. I don't know where the video was. I don't know if it's on YouTube or whatnot. But bro was talking to the guy who piped his girl and was like, and the guy told him, I wouldn't do the same. I didn't watch the whole thing. I just read the comments.
Open relationship?
Well, I didn't read the comments, but
I don't know,
read
man.
the comments.
I don't know, man.
But the caption was like, bro, what in
there? And guys, never say that I don't give you what you want. You've all been talking about it. You all want to hear it.
Yo, thank you for the bits.
I got the one and only Lena the Plug, my wife, on the podcast to
my
talk
ex-wife
about recent events.
I'm laughing because I'm thinking about how I'd probably never come on the podcast again, but if I f***ed another guy, so now I'm allowed to come on the podcast.
That's crazy.
You thought you were never going to come on the podcast again?
I mean, it's just
yo, Suck Orange, thank you for the 500 bits, by the way. I just gotta thank you. Okay, let's
no one wants the Lena the Plug interview, but then I someone else, and now it's oh, she needs an interview.
Okay, you did an adult scene with someone else.
I mean, but it's
it don't matter how yo, Adam, my guy.
Not
it don't matter
guy.
how you try to paint it, bro.
Yeah.
That dick.
Yeah.
And out. And then enter again. Was he there? Yo, does anybody know? Was he
there? I don't think
was
he
he
was
filming? Was
that would
he
be
on
crazy.
Set?
That would be crazy.
There's no way to butter this up. He wasn't. So he wasn't even there. I mean, I guess how could you be? How could you be? But Jesus.
And when I think about it, I'm okay, cool.
Well, when you were in your mom TikTok era,
he was not the cameraman. Y'all are just
that's crazy. If he was the cameraman, that's crazy.
For the sake of it, there's no way he was the cameraman. That's got to be me.
I don't even think it's come out yet. They said July 19th or some shit. I don't know.
Okay, let's get her on. I had you on here a year and a half ago with Flacco.
Yeah, I can't remember why we did that.
Don't beat around the bush, Adam. Give us what we want.
Get some stuff out there.
I'd feel more comfortable if he was here. I feel really uncomfortable with the fact that it's just you and I, and we're going to talk about this in front of my
brother. Was she gonna say brother?
Did you say she would feel more comfortable if he was there?
Oh my god. That's your husband.
Oh my god.
Brother-in-law Josh.
He's not paying attention. He's not even in here.
Oh, he left? Thank God. I was oh, Josh is in here.
Don't put Josh on blast.
I just feel uncomfortable.
No, but this might actually be the first time that you and I have been on this podcast together, just you and I, right?
Yo, chat, for any amount of money in the world, would you be able to do this with someone who's supposed to be your wife?
Nah.
With someone who's supposed to be your wife. You're a loser for leaving us. I know you as a troll, so nothing you say affects me. Shut up, bro. Shut up. No? Okay. I just know. Okay. I know I'm not the only. I know I can't be the only one.
Yeah, it is the first time.
That's great.
Also, we got married.
We did get married.
That didn't constitute me coming on here, but this event did.
It seems like an afterthought after the last week.
Yeah.
Not actually, but in terms of content.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even really talk about the marriage that much on here. because it just seemed like it was so nice. It was great. The
Do you
honeymoon
feel
was
different? Because everyone's like, do you feel different now? I'm like, absolutely not. It's, it's the exact same.
We made it official. We had a nice party with the friends and family and everything.
Went on the honeymoon.
But come on, we're not trying to hear about it. Like, come on.
Yeah, stop. Get to the topic that we want to hear about.
Of you even
Dante
working with
know
other
it.
people became a thing.
There we go. How did this become a thing? Did she go up to you and say, I kind of want to get dick down? Did you suggest it to make more money? Let's get to it.
I have a memory of maybe 6 months ago where you said something like, do you really think that we're going to go our whole lives without ever sleeping with other people? And in the context of like, I think we were talking about swinging at first.
Yeah, I mean, because people don't really know this about you and I, but you just mentioned it on the podcast, so now I can talk about it. That we had a threesome early in our relationship with another guy, and that was just like, we went out, we partied, we had like a really fun, hot sexual experience, and we were always kind of down for like a little bit of freaky things, you know?
There was like 2 or 3 other people in the
like
room
just watching us,
who like were not there to see us, but they just happened to be in the room because we're all just hanging out. This was back in the Adam and Lena party era that didn't really last that long. And at that time, to be totally honest, you were pretty much a random girl to me.
Yeah.
We didn't have any kind of like emotional connection. Oh my God.
That's where we were in our lives. We went to emo night, okay?
Shout out emo night. And I've always been somebody who throughout my life.
Are y'all hearing this?
There's been a bunch of different times where me and my homie might a girl together. Always enjoyed it.
Fuck you, I'm gifting subs. Do it then.
Enjoyed it with you that night. But then once we started to actually get closer and closer to like dating, it became like, no, we're not talking about that anymore.
We literally never talked about it again. And then you talked about it on the podcast.
We maybe didn't talk about it for like 5-6 years.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden,
I mean, also my friend went on to date the guy for a really long time, so that's probably also why we didn't talk about it.
That is a good point. Yeah.
But like, okay, when I think about that version of us and the version of us that isn't always going to do, who's just very into sex and likes to try fun and new experiences, I was just like, are we really never going to have an experience like that, even off camera, ever again?
And what spurred that conversation, I think, was the fact that we had multiple different couples on Plug Talk where either they were into the...
Yo, Chad, do I look darker?
Nah, you look bright as fuck.
Fucking wild. This bit had him 22, man.
Swinging thing, or they just did with other people separately and stuff. And slowly it started to seem...
You're black. You're whiter. No. I think I look the same.
Dante funny. I like Dante.
Maybe this rule is kind of arbitrary.
Well, I think for us, it was also seeing those couples and seeing how turned on they got by having those sexual experiences with other people, which we had a lot in our relationship. When we would bring girls in, like I would be so much more into you after and you'd be into me. It was like seeing your
I don't think it works the other way around, honestly.
partner enjoying someone else's hot. It turns you on. So it's like, I feel like that is sort of like worn off for me because I've just gotten so used to it a little bit.
Exactly. That is the problem with us. Yeah.
Like,
You said with us.
like
I'm dead.
you would think it's hot to watch me have sex with someone else because we already know you think it's hot. We did it once.
But that was like...
He didn't agree. Yo,
Yeah.
he's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yo, Chad.
Bro, coping.
Chad, come here.
Ooh, how'd he get smaller? What the fuck? Bro has a rising chair. That's crazy.
Yo, he's uncomfortable, bro.
Yeah.
He doesn't seem like he's
He's coping hard
like
as fuck right now.
super okay with this. And that's what makes this even more weird because if you seen her video, she was saying, it's finally happening. She couldn't wait.
Me have sex with someone else because we already know you think it's hot. We did it once.
No.
But that was like, my is in your mouth and he's in your vagina.
Yeah, I'm not saying you DP'd me, but like...
Right. But I'm just saying it's not like I was sitting in the corner because there's a whole narrative.
Okay, I don't think you're a cuck. Are you going to go with this?
Well, it does seem kind of stupid to deny.
Okay, so there's the cuck thing is different because cucks are supposed to be weak and
They're
they want
humiliated.
to be made to feel lesser. And I don't think that that's you. I think that there's like the more swinging side of things where it's like you are turned on by your wife enjoying someone and then she comes back to you and you guys enjoy your own personal sexual experiences more with each other because she did that.
Right.
Never. I have never even heard of this bullshit theory that watching your significant other get fucked will turn you on. What?
But I mean, you have barely even done the thing that you're kind of inferring, which is like me going and fucking another girl and just like telling you about it. Because the one time, I think it was only one time on Plug Talk where you woke up and you were sick as a dog, and so you couldn't come to set that day, but it was a girl. Shout out Alva J. Everybody sign up on onlyplugtalk.com.
Everyone thinks I have beef with her now because she did this. I don't care.
No. Onlyplugtalk.com if you want to see the scene. But me and Alva J, we did a scene while you were at home, sick as a dog.
Yeah.
And you didn't want to see it afterwards. You were actually a little...
before you left the house, I was in bed. I remember I was like, okay, go do the scene. Don't
tell. So chat, this is my question though. Do y'all think it's fair? Do y'all think it's like... Because he be doing scenes with girls. And he literally just brought up this example where he did a scene with a girl and she wasn't there because she was sick. So isn't it kind of fair for her to go get some dick? Yes, I agree. I think I agree. That's kind of fair. Like, bro, you always be fucking these random bitches with her. Yeah, it's with her, but you still been fucking other bitches. She hasn't been getting any other dick until just now. And I think now he's like, damn, this kind of sucks. I think he's seeing it and he's masking it with these memes. I seen I think he posted a meme on Twitter or something. And he was like, yo, whoever made this meme, I'm calling the police or I'm calling my lawyer. And people are like, buddy, you literally just made this meme. Come on, buddy. We know you're hurting inside, man. We know you're hurting inside.
Tell me how it went when you come back, and I don't want to see any clips from it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which is interesting because when you came back,
it's super worse that they're married now too. That's what I think. He's just like sneak. Well, I don't know Sneako's whole situation. I just know that shit. Anytime you allow your significant other to get fucked, whether you are watching or not, I feel like that's a cuck. Even if that's not even true definition. If you are allowing it to happen, that's cuck energy, at least.
Like from doing this scene the other day, I wanted to hear about it. And
yeah, they do. They got a kid. They got a daughter. They got a beautiful daughter together. But to each his own, I guess.
What?
I wanted to know what I was going to find out. I wanted to know, like, what's the most extreme thing that happened? How did it play out? That's more like me wanting to, like, manage.
Chat, y'all watch the video?
Whatever the fallout might have been, more so than, like, trying to avoid...
No.
I don't know, like, why did you...
Okay, so we really about to find out. Is she about to tell him right now what happened?
I text Adam after the scene. I don't even tell him the scene's done. I'm just like, do you want anything from Dave's Hot Fried Chicken? I just like act like it didn't happen.
That is true, yeah. But okay, so we've had, I don't know, maybe 200 threesomes over the year. That was our rough estimate. Maybe like almost 100 on Plug Talk, plus a bunch in our private life, plus a bunch for your OnlyFans. And yeah, I don't know. Over time, we did just kind of start to sort of have that conversation. And at first, I think we considered the idea of like swinging on camera. Mm-hmm. And then that kind of seemed...
And you always suggested guys I would never want to fuck.
Yeah, that probably...
It was always unfair trade.
Intentional on my part, yeah probably. But I don't know. Like, it just kind of seemed like, well, if you are going to do it for the first time, we should roll it out in a way that actually is as exciting as possible.
Yeah, I mean, I was never really thinking about like a rollout per se. Mm-hmm. And then I also, like, I knew it was going to be a big deal just because, outside of you, I have a pretty big adult fan audience, and they literally every single comment on anything I post is like, do a scene with the BBC, do a scene with whatever, this person, black, whatever. So I knew that my fans were going to be excited, and I knew that the wedding thing was going to be a factor.
Someone said, nigga, it ain't an album. It's your wife getting fucked, man. Exactly.
Because it's like, why all of a sudden after you get married? But I didn't think it was going to be this big.
But it's weird because we had been talking about it before the wedding and sort of...
Before the wedding? How do you talk about this before the wedding and still put a ring on it? Adam, I'm not judging. I'm just thinking out loud.
Like, the idea was in the air, even though we hadn't made a hard decision on.
It was weird because that's the message I sent to Jason. I was like, hey, I'm going to get married and on my honeymoon.
I looked intrigued. I am intrigued. This is intriguing. Like, these are like, what is the true mindset? How are you face to face with your wife in front of a production team comfortably talking about this? Is there not a pit in the bottom of your stomach right now?
When I come back, we should shoot.
Right.
And he was like, okay.
And a lot of people seem to think that it being him or it being a black dude was the thing. But what people don't know is that when we were talking about it, there was a couple
my
of
bad.
different...
Also, a lot of this shit is crazy. That is why my bad. I had to do something for my dad. That's why I was really
considering. And it's not like they were all black dudes.
No, there's only a few guys in the industry who are like big on social media, very well known by like just right when you look at them, you know that guy, you know, and I wanted my first scene to be like, you know, a big scene.
And it's worth mentioning that we did a TikTok in Vegas back in January where and this might have been like the first time we ever even joked about it on camera, but I said to him doing a little TikTok, I said, who's the hottest girl here? And then he like put his arm around you and walked away with you. And that, I believe, has like 9 million views on TikTok. And that,
bro, the disrespect is crazy.
if we were trying to like minimize the amount of people who were suggesting that you do a scene
Wait, so they have a history then?
with another guy, that was probably not the best idea because that made everybody want to talk about it, right?
Yeah. He was like the obvious choice. I was like, oh, I have to go with him. This is what the audience wants. There's 9 million views on this video.
Definitely. So, okay, going into it,
I can't process
how
this.
did you feel?
Okay.
Oh, God.
So
Oh, God.
I didn't really know the shoot was going to happen until the day before the shoot.
That is a
It
good
all
point.
happened so fast because in my head, I was like, oh, this is going to be my debut scene. I'm going to need like 2 months out. I'm going to go hard in the gym.
I don't know about debut scene. I mean, I am a human being, right?
But like,
That's crazy.
sorry. But like, everyone's talking about it like it's my first scene. And it's obviously, it's not my first scene. I've been doing this for 7 years with you.
Right.
But like my debut scene with another man.
Another man. There we
Okay.
go. A different man.
A different
You
man.
can't. Wow.
She wanted to look good for that nigga. That's crazy.
I'm villain. You actually fucking gifted 5 subs. Wow. I appreciate you, fucker.
Different but equal. But
Yes.
man, right? Everybody
No,
in the
laughing,
room
but
is
nothing
laughing
funny.
Just in case anybody wants to
I feel
know
like I'm
where
fully
the
red in the face
snickering
right
is
now.
coming from.
But anyways, in my head, every girl does this, right? You have a photo shoot. You're like, I'm preparing for my photo shoot. I'm gonna look good. This, that. I had all this shit in my head of
This
like
is
what I was
crazy.
going to prepare.
But for me, I'm getting excited. It's Saturday, and I'm about to play poker tournaments on Sunday, so I'm excited for that. And then Saturday morning, we're going to get breakfast, and you're like, "Hey, Jason is in town. I might shoot that scene tomorrow." And I'm like, "Huh, okay."
Yeah,
Like,
it was awkward. My sister was there. She's like, I don't want to be here for this conversation.
okay. So, yeah, I don't know. You continue.
I mean, and then I just walked away. I was like, I think I'm gonna shoot with Jason tomorrow. And you were like,
So he didn't have time to even mentally prepare.
Yeah.
okay. And
That
I walked
shit
away,
was-
went to wash the dishes or something,
Bomb
and then
shot
I come
dropped
back
on
and
him.
you're just like, no facial, no kissing. And I was like, okay, that was like the extent of the conversation.
Right.
And then I left the next day to do it, and you barely said bye to me because you were playing poker.
I said,
Nah, bro
bye.
was
I mean, I'm-
coping.
No facial, no kissing.
Bro was coping inside. Bro, like, let me not even look at her.
I'm playing 8 tables at the same
Yeah.
time. I mean, it's kind of hard, but
And then
I'm so glad that I was doing something that is like
yeah.
requiring of the most cognitive load possible. So it made it kind of hard to think about it while it was happening. And then by the time you got back home, I'm like basically
Yo, does Adam be kissing the girls that he be fucking?
like finishing up poker then. So
Somebody
I didn't really
said
have
turn
a ton
this
of
shit
room
on.
to think about it
Yeah.
while it was occurring, which was
Also, did she kiss? And did she get a facial?
She still did it.
People are actually answering, and some people are like, I don't fucking know. That's what I thought the majority would be, but
I don't know.
y'all are freaks. Y'all are freaks.
nice
it was the best place for you to be, for sure.
because that is kind of my happy place that I don't get to
Yeah.
do very often. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And so
Bro had his mind occupied while his girl went, bro. Doesn't that say something, bro? And the fact that you had to have your mind preoccupied on doing something else for you to not think about your wife getting, bro. Nah, that says it all right there.
I was so nervous, like beyond nervous. And I'm even nervous that it's going to come out because I'm like, I wonder if it showed in the scene. But I was there for a couple hours getting hair and makeup or whatever. And then I had to go and get Jason and bring him in. And we had to take photos. And we just started taking pictures. And I was like, stop, like leave. I have to take pictures by myself. I cannot take pictures with you right now. There was like so much guilt, even though I knew that you had said yes.
Bro said yes with his mouth, but not said yes with his mind. Or I guess his heart. I don't know. fuck the heart. I'm not gonna talk about his heart, but his mind, because he had to preoccupy himself just so that he doesn't. Yeah.
Cap. Chat. Can we get a consecutive cap in the chat, please?
Giving me your blessing. The cameraman's like, it's not cheating. He's just like trying to remind me. He's
could
like
go being my
like, you know, I had no girls with me to like just cheer me on or anything. He was being my little.
Well, you said something
buddy.
about how your makeup artist or your hair person was like your therapist.
Oh yeah. They were being my therapist.
So you're like talking it through it with them, like, oh, I feel terrible. I'm about to fucking cheat on Adam.
Bro. Bro. Nah, bro. That's what. Nah.
Yeah, I was super nervous.
Right.
I don't know. I just felt really uncomfortable. I mean,
ImDontai.
I told you that, like, when we were in France last month, we went to the club and these guys were trying to dance with me, and I literally left the dance floor and I sat on the couch by myself because I felt so uncomfortable.
Okay. I don't want to hear these lies. Get
these lies.
What was hard?
The nerves. I don't know.
Oh, she's not in on the joke. It's like a penis pun. But okay, so you shoot the scene. And did you feel like you got out of the nervousness at a certain point, or like how did that transpire?
I don't know. I'm trying to think if I did get out of the nervousness at all.
The second he put it in, stop the cap. Tell this man the truth.
I kept like putting the scene off. I remember we were filming like.
What the fuck was that?
She had a flashback of how good she felt,
whatever, and then I just kept like, oh, I have to go do this. I'll be right back.
Loved
just kept putting it off.
Yeah.
And then in the moment when I had to finally do it, I don't know. I just hope it looks good. I feel like I blacked out at some point.
Ironically, you
shut the fuck up.
Black.com. But it's not on there. A lot of people seem to think that is on black.com. Yeah.
Jason is blacked like star, so that's why he's like synonymous with blacked. But no, it's on our OnlyFans.
A lot of people seem to think that you doing this was part of. Well, they think that you've cheated on me a lot over the years, probably, and that this was just kind of like more of that.
Cheated on me, you guys.
Okay, very early on. It's been a long time.
Okay, I told you it was really early in the relationship, but yeah, I cheated on you a lot. You'd still be fucking pissed.
If you cheated on me in the first year of the relationship, I wouldn't be that mad.
Bruh.
Because but I would
still.
I would be mad because you put yourself out there as like a non-cheater.
Okay, this is weird. This is weird.
Like,
okay, this is weird.
Yeah, where's this going?
This is weird. This is weird.
But,
yeah, cheating period is
I felt
isn't
like
it?
I wasn't really doing a whole lot to like hide it.
Bro, where's this going?
Weird. What the fuck is that?
Listen, we're not gonna talk about this guy. The other day, I was.
Bro, I thought the video was paused. I thought Dante paused the video so then he could talk. That silence was real. That silence was real, bro. That's crazy.
You know, I felt like I wasn't really doing a whole lot to like hide it.
And then nobody moves, nobody breathes. I thought the video was paused, bro.
Oh, this is weird. What the?
Look, like 13 straight seconds of silence, bro. I thought the video was paused.
We're not gonna talk about this guy. The other day, I was like, "Can you help me with the laundry?" And he was like, "I'm having a really hard time. How dare you?" And I'm just like, "You're throwing this shit in my face."
Now seems kind of insane that I ever would have like potentially stood in the way of you doing this, just because this is obviously such an amazing thing for your career as well as mine. Like, we're not gonna state dollar amount.
Wait, so so it's fine because
it's for career.
Chat. Yes, you need money to do basically a lot of things in this world, but money is not everything. Fuck that. You need it for a lot of things, but it is certainly not everything. Holy shit.
But
no,
even just like the money that I've made off of talking about this on YouTube and Snapchat has been kind of ridiculous. And then like
you're welcome.
Plug talk has been that's a very weird framing, but
bro, he's coping, bro.
Oh my god,
he's coping.
Yo, is she gonna leave him? Is she gonna leave him, man? What is happening, man?
Additional signups that we've gotten on onlyplugtalk.com has been kind of insane.
Yeah.
Just seeing like how crazy this has been. And also like it's a weird thing where like at a certain point in my life, you're scared of like people shitting on you, or you want to avoid people shitting on you. And then at a point like right now, it's like, oh, I'm just getting so destroyed by people making fun of me that it's like, you just got to roll with it.
Yeah, niggas making fun of you.
I don't know. I feel like in my first or second year as an online person, shit bothered me a lot more. None of the comments about this have bothered me. People calling me a terrible person, terrible wife, whatever.
Right.
I don't take any of it, like even 1% of it seriously.
Well, there are definitely lines of things that people say that I don't like, though. When they bring your motherhood into it, that's one thing I don't like, because you are an amazing mother.
I mean, I feel like it doesn't bother me at all because I just like, I know it 100% does not affect how I am as a mother. And like, if you think that my kid is going to grow up and not judge daddy for all the things he did, but is going to judge mommy.
I mean, might not judge daddy, pause. Well, let me not say that. Might not judge him as much, but her a lot more. Actually, bro, your daughter's getting bullied, bro. Honestly. By all the girls and probably some guys, and if you guys have another kid, they getting bullied too.
Like, I'm not gonna raise that kind of kid who's gonna believe in that double standard.
I notice like every conversation I have about it with people is like they lay it out. They say, "Are you jealous? Are you mad? Whatever." We have that conversation, and then they basically like kind of hit a wall because it's like, "Oh, you're two consenting adults, and you decided to do something kind of freaky." And in our case, on camera. Mm-hmm. So then they start doing the kid thing because there's like nowhere else to go with it, because you can't blame me or you for doing something that we want to do, or you doing whatever you want to do on camera.
Blame the money. Blame the money, because there's no way you're doing this shit for free. I just dropped my fucking Pringles on the ground, bro.
It's
We
like,
were
how
already
can you be
doing
mad?
it, so it's
Right.
like we're supposed to stop now.
Right.
I mean, it's already out there.
Yeah, exactly. Because, and that's another thing, is I notice a ton of dudes speak
Not a real
about it
shit, man.
and talk about it as if this was happening to them, but their wives or girlfriends are not porn stars, and they're not like, you know, if my girl had never been naked online, if we had never shared all these other girls or whatever.
Now, some people are like, people go into people's like, go into her comments, and his comments and stuff like that. Those people are kind of like, lost it. Like, it's never that deep.
Yeah, I don't
Obviously,
care.
it's
I
crazy
just find it.
to look at.
Yeah.
On, like,
Hey, that has nothing to do with me.
Perspective, like looking at it. But bro, to go to someone's comments and be like, "You're a terrible mother," it's like, yo, why are you that invested? That's not even your girl. That's not your girl, bro.
It's not.
Would
Right,
I
that's
find it
funny.
like so shocking that I wouldn't even be able to imagine it? Yeah, probably. But like the
Bruh.
same way that you've gotten kind of like numb to seeing me fuck other girls,
That
at
is
a certain
crazy.
point, it just started to feel like it wasn't that big a deal. Now, obviously, it was a deal. It was definitely something, because, like, especially like maybe like the day after, I had a little bit of buyer's remorse. Where I was just like
Buyer's
a
remorse.
little bit like sick to my stomach. Of
It was
just
a
like,
lot of this. I didn't know what mood I was gonna get you in.
Y'all have been begging for cringe content. I mean, this is cringe.
Yeah, he's not wrong.
I mean, this is cringe, man. Ain't this what y'all wanted, man? Cringe.
I didn't.
Here we go.
For a few days there.
Yeah. And I mean, even when I was telling Destiny and Crip Mac, which was like about the weirdest audience I could have possibly had for it,
Mac.
when I told you I was going to talk about it with them, you're just like, are you serious?
More
Like,
information.
I was like, why are you gonna?
More information on
I
the.
didn't
I'm going to shy away from the best people I could have the conversation.
boundaries.
Yeah.
My bad.
I came home
Oh
and
my
maybe
gosh,
was a little
stop.
too honest with you, but you were like asking me a lot of questions,
Right.
and I didn't know how to not answer your questions.
Right.
So yeah.
And now that I've seen bits and pieces of the video as well,
You watched it.
that's what's kind of weird too, is realizing like the whole world seems to have decided that being a cuck is a bad thing, or like that you're
I mean, it is though.
I was about
In
to
what
say.
way is it good?
Yeah, I was just about to say.
what way?
I was just about to say, but then I'm like, you know what? Let me hear what Dante has to say
Is
first.
it a good thing?
girl
Yeah.
getting fucked by someone else is a bad thing. I don't know. I'm not like, I was not horrified by it. I'm not like upset by it.
Bro, you are still coping. Bro, you had to play poker to get your mind off the fact that your girl was getting fucked in somebody else's house by BBC, nigga. Stop the cap, bro. He's still coping to this day, talking about a cook isn't that bad. What the fuck you mean, bro? Bro.
I'm not going to say that this is going to be something that I'm going to be fucking pounding my dick to, but
I hope you watch the scene and I hope you jerk
yeah,
off.
see, you said that last night, is that you are really turned on by the
that's
idea
crazy.
of me seeing it and enjoying it.
Yeah.
Where does that come from? I didn't know
Where
that was
does that
one
come
of the
from?
effects of this.
I don't know, because I know that you think it's hot. We've had more sex since I fucked Jason than we usually have in like a month.
I got in a break.
Yo, nah, that's him having to rewipe your memory, like, cause he's trying to make you forget about everything you experienced with that nigga.
On my dick from fucking you too much.
Every time we talk about it, you get a boner, and then we have sex.
I know.
That's
I feel like you're trying
crazy.
to assert your
Nah.
dominance over the fact that I had sex with somebody else, but it's still like part of it turns you on. Like, oh, she fucked someone else. This is hot.
There's something about it where when you know your girl's not fucking anybody else, which
Bruh.
at this point, and after 7 years, I feel quite confident that you're not going to run off and cheat on me. It creates like a little bit of competition in your mind, even not knowing necessarily like how much you enjoyed it or how great it was or whatever. It's still kind of like, oh, like that competition thing. That's like a real biological thing. Like, no, I want to beat it up.
I told Adam that he can have anal the day the scene comes out.
Yeah, well, we were already talking about scheduling the anal, right?
Yeah, I know.
It's
but
not
I'm
like purely for
you
that,
get it
right?
on this day specifically.
Well, I think that is good because
A good consolation prize.
because I mean,
Bro, that's bro. My mind is fucked. Pause. This is okay then.
even
I don't even know what I'm listening to
even
anymore.
before you did it though, I told you, I'm like, listen,
This is
Yeah,
going out bad, man.
yeah. There's
Going out bad right now, man.
yeah.
There's just no way to actually like
No recovery. No recovery.
your wife, you know, just getting rammed maliciously online,
No recovery. None. Zero.
you know, for as money.
right after you do this around that time period, I'm like, I need
Adam
you to be
tripping.
very loving with me. We need to be having sex. Like we can't like
Bro coping, I told you.
He fuck girls, why can't she fuck guys? She certainly can. And she did. It's just the fact of like acting okay with it, because that's just
Yeah.
come on. Come on. Come on.
You don't know what it is. Stop the cap.
Yo, I'm Villain. Thank you for the 500 bits, man. I appreciate you. Turn it off. Let's just watch a little bit more, man.
Just a little bit more.
Just a little bit more. Hold on, man. You know, I gotta.
like this just can't be like a time period where you're like, no, I'm not really in the
Are y'all not like it? Are y'all not invested? Y'all not sinking y'all teeth into this?
Nah, I'm disengaging.
22. Y'all know who Adam 22 is?
I'm
man?
disengaging. Also, how do you get rid of those pedo allegations without doing anything? Bro just stayed quiet and they went away.
mood.
Oh yeah, you told me I could never come home from fucking someone else, no matter how broken or destroyed I might be. I have to fuck you too. And
I like how you're making it sound kind of like weird there, but
no, but
Nah,
like,
it is
I
weird.
mean, I
And
get
you're
it.
coping.
It's why deny you for someone else?
I need to have my ego satiated in that moment, especially given that like I just didn't know how I was gonna feel about it, and as you saw, it took me a couple of days to like wrap my head around it.
You still coping?
Yeah. Do you feel like every day it's less of a big deal to you?
Yeah, at this point, I really.
No,
don't
you
care
still
about it.
coping, my guy.
Although everybody reacting to the tape, that may be.
Oh, I'm nervous.
That may be like a test of my mental resolve, but also like I'm at the point now where I haven't even been looking at my Twitter mentions because it's just so much that I just like.
Oh, you certainly got to stay off of, you know. Please turn it off. My grandma's watching. Your grandma probably getting wet thinking about it, man. Come on, let her have a good time, man.
Dante.
Like
Hey,
yesterday
Grandma.
I posted a picture of Bradley Martin holding you and me going like.
Ooh, baby, what's his name? Ooh, I love tattoos. And a nice beard. Ooh, I love that beard. Ooh, I love that beard.
Dante, please stop.
That was like a joke thing from like 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And that got 30,000 likes and like
Yo!
8 million views on the tweet or whatever.
You as a fake cuck.
I don't know if they like it so much as
Fake cook, he is one. You can't be a fake cook. How do you be a fake cook? That makes no sense.
they're like observing it and they're kind of fascinated by
I was
it.
looking embarrassed when you posted that picture. I was like, don't bring poor Bradley into this.
But you can really see it in your face that and I have to, or like, you know, however much of it I end up, have not take that up to me. Okay. Embrace the fact, fucked girls, not
You know, you're turned on by it, and the girl's turned on by it.
away from
First time, but I would like to be DP'd by you and someone else.
so
What?
the butt and the vagina
Yeah.
in like a year, 4 minutes.
Be the guy in my
You see, what we could do is we'll get a girl and then she'll wear a strap on specifically for you. And then after that, yeah.
butt. Would you still be jealous?
I wasn't going to say that.
Well, you could be the guy in my butt. Would you still be jealous?
I just don't really like love the idea of my balls clapping against another dude's balls.
I think you'll get so into it you'll forget and you won't care.
Yeah, it's definitely possible.
I'm not saying it's the first thing I want.
Yeah.
I have
That's why we haven't been engaging with it so much, right? Like, I don't know.
I just hate prep for anal. That's literally all.
You've rewards have.
Yeah. and it was exciting to have a new sexual experience, but it's also like I'm kind of excited for work just because there's like new things I could do for my fans to keep them interested.
People, this woman is obsessed with her OnlyFans analytics. So there's
like many to sit down and download or watch this video or whatever and jerk off to it.
Is it even out?
Up waiting for
They can jerk off to anyone. They can find a. I mean, you better think it's nice. It's it's yours.
So what else do they want to know? People probably want to know, what is it hard to go back to a reasonably sized white penis after dealing with a baby arm?
Bro.
Is it upsetting?
That
is it hard to go back to regular life?
So first of all, I wouldn't say that yours is regular. I would say yours is definitely like above average. So let's give you that. Yes. Every time we take your pants off on Public Talk, the girl's like, "Oh, I'm surprised." You know?
For a white guy. They don't say that.
Podcaster.
They don't say that, but they're thinking
What
that.
is this?
Maybe, I don't know. Someone said good boyfriend dick once, and I feel like that was a good compliment because nobody wants like an outrageously large penis all the time.
Right.
It wasn't hard to come back to your dick. I was in a lot of pain for a few days, so having sex was,
it was reupholstered.
You were a little traumatized by me being like, "Ouch, hold on."
At first,
bro.
Yeah. But that did go away pretty quickly.
It took like 3 or 4 days. Yeah.
Yeah.
3 or 4 days of ouch.
You feel like it snapped back? Well, you never had the natural birth that you were planning.
Bro. I feel that. Bro. Yeah, that video cursed, bro. What's up, Kratos?
I'm sorry.
That video cursed.
3 or 4 days. It took 3 or 4 days.
When is the part where she gets brutally fucked by a big black man already? God damn it.
Snap back for it to stop hurting. Oh my! How do you sit there and like take this? When is the part where she gets brutally fucked by a big black man already?
Bro.
Jesus Christ! Thank you for turning that off. Yo, okay. I'm not gonna lie. That was. Oh my God, that was tough. But I had to see like how deep the conversation really got.
That's crazy.
I'm not gonna lie. If they talking about how bad it hurt, I don't need to know anymore. She literally just didn't bite her tongue on nothing.
She didn't. She kept going. She want to explain more. I'm pretty sure there's still 20 minutes to that video. How Dante has changed from making 5-minute reactions to 5 hours. And now to making 50-minute, 30. Wait, huh? Reactions? 5-minute reactions to 5 hours. And now. Oh, making. Oh, okay. Okay, I got it. Because I got it. But yeah, like, subscribe. See you guys later. Hope you have a good day on that and bye. And hopefully I could upload it because I didn't just repost what he was watching. But yeah, see you guys. Bye.